into moneymakers. SDPB's Stephanie Rissler introduces us to a Salem family whose hobby livestock operation also provides a value-added ag venture.
Julie and Ron Kolbeck call this small chunk of land just outside of Salem home. It's a third-generation farm first purchased by Julie's grandparents. Today, the acreage is more of a hobby farm for the Kolbecks and their 3 kids, a hobby that requires lots and lots of goats.
Everybody asks me, how many do you have? And I lose track, but I try to keep a dozen alpine dairy goats and about a dozen Nigerian dwarf.
Julie's love for her goats would eventually turn into her own business. The goat milk would be used to make goat milk soap, later goat milk caramel, and even laundry detergent. The name of the company, Carl B's Naturals. It all starts with old-fashioned elbow grease. Julie and the family milk the goats by hand every day.
To make 16 bars, I use about 3 cups. So one of these, I suppose, just a little less. This is a quart container. And a good dough will give you, a gallon at a milking.
When it comes to making the goat milk soap, 2 of the breeds used here at Carl B's Farms are the American Alpine goat, which is Moon right here. The other is the Nigerian dwarf goat, which is Faline. Faline's milk will have a little bit more buttermilk in it, but not quite as much as whole milk coming from a cow. And Moon, well, its milk is a little bit closer to the 2%.
The goat milk soap, we start out with, the milk is nice and icy and slushy. I will melt my oils, which can be about anything you want it to be. Generally, coconut and palm are one of your main ingredients. You could use lard or any other hard oils there. But when it gets to like a pudding, they call it trace, then we put the scent in and mix that all up good and pour it into a form. Cover it with some plastic, and the goat milk soap has to sit out in the open where the heat can escape. So this is some that I made yesterday, so this has to sit for 24 hours. And the goat milk usually slides out of these PVC pipes really easily. So this is kind of the consistency of cheese.
The goat milk is also provided to families who can't drink cow's milk. Julie has even opened up her hobby farm for tours. Today, donkeys are part of those tours, but it's the goats that continue to take center stage.
I feel really blessed to be able to have the animals and work with them, and not something you get to do every day, and hopefully my kids will appreciate that, later on, like I appreciate having that when I grew up.
If you're a fisherman,